Application of polymer flooding to increase oil recovery. The development of multi-layer fields is a complex process, which is often accompanied by heterogeneous oil displacement, especially in low permeability zones. This factor can lead to oil retention in the rocks, which negatively affects production efficiency. To solve this problem, various technologies are used, one of which is polymer flooding, PF. Polymer flooding is a technology aimed at increasing oil recovery by improving the water sweep factor using polymers. The basic idea is to dissolve polymers in water, which increases the viscosity of the water and reduces its mobility. As a result of the use of polymers, flow-diverting screens are created that promote uniform penetration of water into the rock. There are several types of polymers used for polymer flooding: cross-linked polymer composition, polymer disperse composition, polymer gel system, cellulose ether, biopolymers, ASP flooding. Using polymer flooding, you can increase reservoir coverage and improve oil recovery. In this case, the main parameters influencing the choice of polymer flooding technology are the characteristics of the formation and the high viscosity of the oil. To achieve the greatest efficiency, an integrated approach to the use of polymer flooding is important. It is necessary to carefully study the geological and physical conditions in which the technology will be applied. The most important formation parameters are temperature, permeability, and formation water salinity. The viscosity of the oil also plays an important role. The higher the viscosity of the oil in reservoir conditions, the more effective the impact on the reservoir will be. In carbonate reservoirs, the use of polymer flooding is complicated by the presence of calcium and magnesium ions in the reservoir. The ions can react with polymers, resulting in the deposition of the polymer on the rock surface. The variety of research in petrochemistry leads to many compositions for polymer flooding. Developments make it possible to adapt polymers for their use in abnormal reservoir conditions. The following types of polymer compositions are distinguished: cross-linked polymer composition, polymer dispersed composition, polymer gel system, cellulose ether, biopolymers, ASP flooding. The most effective polymer production technology is copolymerization. The optimal polymer concentration in solution is 0.1 to 0.15% of mass. The technological mode of injection of a polymer solution into the formation plays an important role. It is necessary to deliver the polymer to the desired location in the formation and prevent its destruction. The optimal injection pressure is 20 to 22 megapascals. When the water cut is more than 80%, it is not advisable to use polymer flooding. A negative process that can accompany polymer flooding is polymer destruction. It is important to prevent the premature onset of this process. To do this, it is necessary to add thermal stabilizers to the polymer solution to prevent the onset of thermal destruction. To prevent chemical degradation, it is necessary to use high-quality water for flooding. I.e., water for flooding must be oxygen-free or with a minimum oxygen content, less than 0.5 mg L. The risk of mechanical destruction can be minimized by maintaining a fluid flow rate of no more than 5 meters per second. Biological destruction is extremely rare. Also, this type of destruction does not affect the viscosity of the solution. Currently, polymer solution technologies using ASP flooding or cellulose ether are gaining popularity. Examples of fields where these technologies were applied were considered: The composition for ASP flooding includes 3 components: polymer, alkali, and surfactant. Each component has its own effect on residual oil. This composition is more effective, since because of the composition on the formation, oil production increases and the amount of produced water decreases. Polymer flooding with the addition of cellulose ether is also quite effective. This is explained by the fact that cellulose ether increases viscosity in aqueous solutions, which has a positive effect on the flooding process. The cross-linked polymer composition has several advantages over other compositions. This composition can also be used at later stages of development. Also, the cross-linked polymer composition is capable of penetrating deep into the formation over long distances. This makes it possible to influence filtration flows more effectively. Thus, with the help of polymer flooding technology, it is possible to increase the flood coverage of the reservoir and recover residual oil from the reservoir. This technology makes it possible to level the oil displacement front and extend the water-free period of field operation. It is important to choose the correct composition of the polymer solution. It is also necessary to observe the technological regime of injection of the solution into the formation to prevent premature destruction of the polymer and achieve the greatest effect from polymer flooding. Thank you for attention.